Hello my lovely Cancerians, welcome to your June 2019 reading. This is a general reading for you my lovely Cancerians. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign. Some months they will be more specific and resonate more for you than your sun sign will. This is a reading for Cancer sun, rising and moon sign. It is a general reading. Some months it will resonate more for you than other months. I tap into the energy of Cancer and give my readings from that point. If you are wishing to have a reading that is specific to you, then you can book a private reading with me. Follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there, which will be much more specific to you. So my lovely Cancerians, let's see what is in store for you for the month of June, halfway point in the year. Let's see what is how you're progressing and what you can look forward to. In the position of the recent past here, you've got the moon, and the moon is very much, a card that reflects Cancerians or the water signs. It is about water, it is about intuition. There's a full moon there, and the full moon controls absolutely everything. It controls the tides, it controls the plants, it controls the cycles, it controls absolutely anything and everything. It controls the divine feminine. It's quite an important body. It astrologically is closest to the earth as far as astrological bodies go, and it has a huge pull and a huge influence on us. Of course, we're mostly 70% water, and so that also, the full moon affects us. Very often when we go out, there's a full moon, people sometimes are on edge. You can tell full moon does impact on so many things and so many of us. This is the card that is in your recent past. It's about, even if you're a man, if you're a male, following your divine feminine, following your intuition, following your inner guidance, taking time out to meditate. So this is a reflection of what you may have been feeling in the last couple of months. For some of you, it's already passed. For some of you, it's happening, and for some of you, it's to come. So timing is going to be different for each of you because your natal charts are all different. But I get a sense of intuitions are very, very heightened. It's also a time of emotions. So you may have experienced a time of being on edge with your emotions, very highly strung, very sensitive. It's a time of increased sensitivity to the energies that are out there at play, the energies that are there that are affecting us and influencing us. It's also a time of inner reflection, inner guidance, trusting your intuition. Having a dream life, dreams, remembering your dreams. There'll be a lot of dreaming, a lot of dreams as well. It's an interesting time for you, just past, and for some of you it's a time yet to come, but it's a time of really following your intuition. Really, for some of you, I want to say it was about being super sensitive. So it was about being really aware that if things were annoying you or you were super sensitive to something somebody said, be aware that that's something that's coming from you. It's how you're feeling, and that's being reflected out there in your reality. So it's also understanding where you are at with your sensitivities as well. So as we progress along, we've got, and we're coming into June, you've got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, I feel like that's you. I feel like that's you. It's about you being in control, you being really confident about what you want and where you're going and what you are doing, the expectation you have of others. It's about being listened to. Just be mindful that you don't control other people as well in this. The only person we have control over is ourselves, and how we react, how we choose to react, what we choose to do, what we choose to say, how we choose to treat other people. That's the only thing we have control over. But the King of Swords is very used to being listened to. The King of Swords is very used to being in control. Just be mindful that you're not overly controlling others in this situation. It really is about you knowing what direction you want to take, knowing what you want to do, where you're headed in life, and what you are wanting out of life. And so it's about identifying those things. For some of you, this is going to be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, male or female that is around, sun, rising, moon sign, that has got a very strong influence on you. It's someone that is very important in your life. It's someone that you really need to be mindful of them controlling you, because they're very used to being listened to and being in control. So be mindful that they're not too overpowering, too controlling, because that can happen. So be mindful of that. But they very much are around you, and they're very solid, they're very reliable, they're very loyal too. But they may have a tendency to take things over. So you need to also be really strong about what you're wanting and where you're wanting to go. That's crossed with the Lovers, which is really interesting. So maybe, for some of you, this is someone that you've met and you have a really strong connection to. It's someone that you have been in a relationship with, and it's taken it to the next level. I feel like there's a marriage or a proposal coming up. The Lovers is a karmic connection. It's a twin soul. It's a twin flame. Mind you, I wouldn't want to wish twin flames on too many people. It's not all it's made out to be. Twin flames relationships are very, very intense, but that's another story. So this relationship is karmic. There's a really strong connection here with this person, or with someone. If this is you being really strong and in control of a relationship that is around you, that is there, that is irresistible, that is a really strong connection that you've made. Also, when you find a soulmate, it's not necessarily always a romantic partner. Sometimes it's a very, very good friend that you have met. Sometimes it's a connection you've made with somebody that you feel really close to, a confidant as well. So that's very much around you there. And what is your hope? Your hopes are there's a celebration coming up around you. So there is a celebration. Are you going to propose? Is there an engagement? There's cause to celebrate around you. There is also a celebration coming up, which could be an anniversary, a birthday, something that is going to come up in June for you to celebrate, to be really happy about, it's going to be a really joyful time. So this is coming up around you as well. And what's happening in your reality too. I mean, you're feeling absolutely fabulous in June. You're feeling really confident in June. And if this is you, you're feeling really strong and really confident about where you're headed and what you're doing. And here you have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups to me, is the wish card. It's the wish card. It's everything that you've wished for on an emotional level. Everything that you've wanted on an emotional level is there for taking, is there for you to manifest, to create, to have come true? What is it that what are your deepest desires? What are your dreams? What do you want to bring into your reality? On an emotional level, life is good. Life is really headed in the direction that you're wanting. You're in this really, really wonderful space in the beginning of June, which I really like. So make sure you follow your intuition, follow your inner guidance to help you through. For those of you that are single, it's a month where you're going to, there's an opportunity here to meet your soulmate, to meet some significant other. If you're in a relationship, there's a strengthening of that. There's a birth of a child. If you're not married, there's a proposal, let's move in together, or a wedding proposal. There's something coming up on an emotional level to celebrate. I really like that. And so it's a fulfillment of all your deepest desires, all your dreams, all your hopes, all your ambitions. What is it that you want? What do you want to bring into your reality? Bring it in, because you're going to be so elated, you're going to be so emotionally in a really wonderful balanced place that your perspective's going to change, and everything that's around you is going to seem different. It's just good fortune. Things are going to start falling into place. I really like it. I really like that. Really like what's happening here. As we move through June, you've also got the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords can be, again, male or female, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So you've got the King and the Queen of Swords in June, so certainly something's going to happen of a, an air type situation, because the swords rule air. They rule communication. They rule the mind, learning, thinking, planning. There's the speech, writing. So the swords rules that. But this can be male or female, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, male or female, sun, rising, moon sign. That is very much around you. This could be absolutely, to me, if you're single, this is definitely someone that you're going to meet, someone that you're going to connect with on some level in June. The opportunity is there for you to meet this person. I feel like that's really going to be really strong for you, to be meeting this person. If for some of you, it's someone that is going to be around you in June, that is going to be a support, be a guide. I feel you're going to lean on this person. They're certainly going to help you in moving forward, in making decisions, in making choices. A confidant, someone that you're going to confide in as well. As we're getting to, about week 3, I think week 3 in June, there's going to be a situation where you've got the 5 of Cups. There's going to be a situation that's going to trigger you to reflect on something, to reflect on a situation, to reflect on something that's past, something that may have upset you or hurt you on an emotional level, a disappointment, or just a regret on your part, a regret about something, about a situation, a decision that you've made. I'm wanting to say a decision that you've made, a choice that you've made. Something's going to trigger that, where you're going to look at what you've lost, what could have been in the past, how a situation has changed. For some of you, I feel like it's a friendship. There's something that's gone on with a friendship where it could be a broken friendship. There might be some regret there about that. But it's you don't have to just reflect on the past. Also look at what you have. There is a possibility of repairing that. There is a possibility of repairing what's happened and what's gone on there, because there's something to save from that situation. It's salvageable. So it's about, if there's pride in the way, if there's ego in the way, it's about overcoming that, showing understanding and compassion and forgiveness is what's called for here in this situation. Mind you, that's totally your free will. It's up to you whether you take that or not, but something that there's some regret over, it is a situation that is salvageable. There's still something there to save. There's still some connection there to that can save that situation, that can change that situation. So if there is regret on your part, you can do something about it. I feel like there's some sort of ego or pride in the way there. So it's about showing compassion and forgiveness and moving on from that particular point. And you're going to get that opportunity towards the end of June, which is going to be really important here for you, because what you've got here is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card, again, is triggers that bring things up from the past. So something's going to stir something in you that's going to bring up thoughts of the past, situations from the past, for you to re-look at, for you to rethink. And I don't know what those triggers are for you, because it's going to be different for all of you, or what the situation is, or what you do about it. It's up to you what you do about it. I'm simply giving you I'm just letting you know what is available here for you, and then you use free will to make those choices and decisions there about what it is you want and how you know what you want to do about a particular situation or not do about a particular situation. But those things will be stirred, and the past will come up. The past will come up for review. And so that may be in the point that may be someone that you see, or it could be just thoughts that you have, memories that come up and are stirred. It's going to be different for each of you, for you to have a look at, deal with, or not. But it's interesting because it's going to be a time of reminiscing, a time of memories coming for you at the end of June. Then you've also got the Hanged Man here, which shows extreme balance. It's about being balanced. It's about balancing. It's about also, and this could have to do with these situations that are coming up for you. It's about change. When you're upside down, you change your perspective. Your perspective on life changes. Your perspective on what's around you changes. When you see things upside down, it's about changing your perspective. So maybe with this situation, or maybe with what is coming up for you to review, it's about changing your perspective on something, looking at it as a third person, looking at it from somebody else's point of view. But there's this opportunity here to do that. And it's going to require balance for you. It's going to require, I don't think it's going to be completely easy for you to do, but this is the challenge. This is the challenge that's being put forward for you. And you've been given this opportunity to review, which I really like, And then you've got the Eight of Pentacles, or Eight of Coins, as your final card. And I feel like, here that what I'm getting from this is a balancing of the books, a balancing of the ledger. And so it may be this situation that's coming up for you. It could be at work, it could be at home, it could be with family. It's going to vary for all of you. But I feel like there's a balancing of the ledger. There's a review of the ledger. There's a balancing of the books, of the emotional books, of the relationship books, whatever it is for you. But there's a balancing of these books. And if done correctly, there's rewards to be had here. It's going to take work. It's going to take effort. But there's rewards to be had. For some of you, this is about work, and it's about working hard. It's about putting in overtime. It's about really pushing an idea, pushing something, a project that you're doing, and it's going to reap great rewards for you. So you're going to be given that opportunity towards the end of June, which I really like. Very interesting reading for you, my lovely Cancerians. I think that's really, really interesting. I'm going to draw a card now from the Oracle of Visions to see what card you get. These beautiful cards, aren't they? Oh. They're really lovely. So let's have a look at what card comes up for you. Exciting month for you, I think. There's surprises to be had. Follow your intuition. It's going to be an emotional sort of month for you, where you can explore your emotions. You can go beneath the surface with your emotions. Oh, there it is. Okay. Ah, this is interesting. So you've got this beautiful card here. And this is about time being irrelevant. Time that's passed is irrelevant, and that could be in this revisiting the past. But it's about meditating. It's about finding your balance and going within. You've got this girl here sitting here, and she's staring at this dragonfly down here on the lotus, and she's totally mesmerized by it and oblivious of the time, and the numbers are falling off the clock because time has stood still. It's irrelevant. It's about you going within, and the amount of time that's passed over a situation is irrelevant. It's about meditating, and it's about focusing, and it's just being about being oblivious about the past, the future, the present. It's all one, and it's just about finding that inner peace and that inner balance, which is your moon sign, your moon card here as well, which is really interesting, and finding that control. You know, this is being confident in who you are, and just focusing, just meditating where time stands still. It's irrelevant, not chasing anything, not wanting any particular outcome, just being. So it's about June for you is a month of just be, and find that inner peace. So that's absolutely fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it resonates for you, my lovely Cancerians. I wish you a very, very happy June. If you would like to book a private reading with me, follow the links below to my website, and you can look at the types of readings I offer and readings that are available to you. I wish you many, many blessings